Now, with coverage you can count on, this is your WNEM-TV5 First Warn 5 forecast.
Welcome back, everybody. 6:15 on your Saturday evening. A beautiful one at that. Plenty of warm temperatures out there for everybody to enjoy today, but not oppressively so either. And we're essentially looking at a repeat performance for tomorrow, but not before we enjoy a very pleasant evening ahead, maybe with a little bit of fog late in the overnight period, but overall, not much to complain about there today. Let's get a look at your First Warn 5 pinpoint Doppler radar this evening. And as we showed you at the top of the show, around mid-Michigan, just sunshine and clouds today. The nearest thunderstorms well to our south, as you can see there toward the bottom of your screen over northern Indiana. Those will continue to move southeastward away from us. And that, of course, makes for a very nice overnight period or evening ahead as well, as you can see. No wet weather to speak of. Let's get a live look at things outside over Saginaw, where you can see it's a bright blue sky there, a couple of clouds in the distance, and the temperature's on the mild side, currently 77 degrees. The dew points are up there, so definitely that summertime mugginess in the air today. Next stop, Bay City. Beautiful afternoon and evening on the riverfront there. A couple boats going down the Saginaw River. Looks very nice there. Current temperature also 77. And in Flint, our current temperature is 80 degrees along I-75 there. Nothing to spoil any of those travel plans this evening. Get a look at some of the temperatures elsewhere around mid-Michigan, and they shape up pretty nicely. Kept cooler in portions of the Thumb and, of course, across the immediate lakeshore there. Oscoda and Port Hope both at 69 degrees right now. It's 74 in Caro. A little warmer down to the south in Flint at 80 degrees, and then some upper 70s for areas such as Owasso, Mount Pleasant, both at 77, and Houghton Lake currently at 79 degrees. The dew points again basically in the middle 60s. Hasn't changed much in really the last 2 or 3 days, and we don't anticipate for about another 24 hours a substantial increase. But as we look a little farther ahead, perhaps on Monday, not only will we be cranking up the heat a little bit, but probably the humidity, at least to some extent, along with it. On your First Warn 5 sky tracker, we did have those clouds hanging tough early this morning, but they tended to evaporate away for most of the daytime period. And we're kind of in a sweet spot, if you will, as far as our weather is concerned. We have one zone of high pressure kind of edging its way slowly back to the west, actually, into our neck of the woods. And we have a second one kind of over the central and southern plains here, and they're both almost compacting themselves, if you will, or reaching out to meet one another, and it's kind of squeezing all these storms around the region or forcing them to our north, and that's going to keep us dry for it looks to be at least the next 2, maybe even 3 days before we have the threat of any shower or thunderstorm activity in the mix. And we'll see that here on your First Warn 5 hour-by-hour forecast, starting you off at 8 p.m. this evening. Just a sun-cloud mix. Heading into the overnight hours around midnight, more of the same. We'll watch out for that patchy fog first thing tomorrow morning, but other than that, nothing else really to speak of in our weather, at least as far as any inclement weather is concerned. We'll take that through tomorrow evening. A beautiful Sunday evening taking shape, to say the least. Monday looks dry as well. That will likely be our hottest day out of the next several. And you notice later in the day on Monday, we will be keeping an eye out off to the west for the possibility of a few showers to possibly be edging their way in. Better chance for that, though, on Tuesday. So for tonight, we're looking pretty good. 62 degrees with a variably cloudy sky. Overall, very pleasant, though. Watch out for that late night fog. Heading into tomorrow and Monday as well, we're going to keep it dry, but take a look at those high temps. By the time we get to Monday, 88 degrees the expected high. There's even a chance that may go up. We'll be keeping a close eye on that, but that's likely going to be a very humid day as well. And then kind of sandwiched right in the middle of our 7-day forecast, that's where we have the shower and thunderstorm threat Tuesday through Thursday. And then a sneak peek ahead to Labor Day weekend, at least for now. Looking to be in pretty good shape.
All right, those temperatures not too bad either.
No, we'll get one real, looks like, blast of summertime heat before we start to, I guess, kind of wind it down.
All right, thanks, Brian.